Hey, YouTube friends, good time zone to you and welcome. We are about to start our Friday tradition of the chat gauntlet. I'll be battling viewers instead of randos on Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're going to draft on MTGAdraft.tk. It's another installment of our Forgotten Realms run. We're keeping track of the wins and losses over the course of the Forgotten Realms season. We'll see who takes the season, whether it's me or chat. And we play best of one, and that means I get to play against every kind person who's donated their time to the content on this stream. Appreciate all the players today. And of course, my mods for getting all of this set up. It all just kind of happens magically, and I show up and play on Fridays, and I love it, and I appreciate you all. And so far, I think I have a... wait, do I have a slight lead? I don't know. There's a... Hat will link the standings. I think I lost last week, right? But I think I'm still doing okay. Anyway, whatever. I'm going to try to win today. And really, as always, as much as I would like to win the season, and as much as I would like to win 4 or more games every single week, really all I want every week is to win one. I just want to win one because I've promised chat that if they can beat me 7 times in one gauntlet, that we have a conversation about my next haircut and they get to be my style guide. That's scary. And... but so far, the deepest, I've lost the first 4 games. That's the deepest I've gone without a win. 4 games. Let me tell you, after that 4th loss, 0-4, I was sweating. I'm not going to lie. So my favorite thing is to just get a win out of the way early and then relax. But it's good fun. Up and down, left and right, all over the place, and I'm really glad you're all here for it. And I want to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom, for their support in all of this. Card Kingdom just wrapped up a charity endeavor in which we participated, and you all helped me be the top individual fundraiser for the... it's funny, it's called the Gauntlet. They call it a Gauntlet too. So it was the Gamers Engaged Gauntlet, in which I was number 1. We'll see if I'm number 1 in the chat gauntlet. But the Gamers Engaged Gauntlet was a big success, and we raised a ton of money for Young Women Empowered, a great local charity looking to empower young women. You'd be surprised to hear that after hearing that name. Thank you, Card Kingdom, for all your support. Much appreciated. Be sure to check them out via my affiliate links. That lets them know you get there from here, and then your business will be associated with me. And the world goes round that way. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Card Kingdom. Now let's hop over to our left monitor. And we're going to check out. This is the website that we use. Good old MTGAdraft.tk. This has been a tool that the community has really started to rely on for formats like this, for tournaments like this. The Sweatsuit Invitational last night that I was in, I don't know if I'll put up the Invitational last night before or after this, so I'm going to not say how I did, but I will say that the Sweatsuit Invitational itself is run on this website. Like, we wouldn't be able to do it without it. So if you want to thank the creator of this sweet website we use for all this content, you go down here, Senryoku made it, you click the Buy Me a Coffee link, and ship him some change, yeah? Yeah. All right, I am ready to go. I am ready to be forced into blue if it has to happen. Give me a Mind Flayer or whatever, and I'm in. Come on. Really, going to try to find the open lane as always, and avoid blue if possible. Ha ha! Blue rare, what do we got here? Blue rare that's not that much better than the blue common that's not double blue. I don't think this is worth starting on. I'd rather start on a Moon Dancer as being a card that if we build around is just excellent. The Hama is something that I've had a lot of success with, but I have not played in a long time. I had success with it very early, but I've been away from it kind of since. And what else is there here? I mean, there's Null Hunter, solid 2. Improvised Weaponry as the only red card is interesting to me. I don't love it as a first pick, though. It can run out of steam in terms of its impact on a game. There's not much else going on here, though. And maybe, I mean, we should wheel a Direwolf Prowler because it's not even that good, but maybe we'll wheel a Bull Strength, which I can get behind if we land in a place that's making the Moondancer work for us. But I am going to take the Signpost Uncommon over the Awkward Blue Rare. You might be like, I mean, you really think that this in a random red deck is generically better than this in a green-white life gain deck? I think if we're building around it, if we get there, then Moondancer is way better than this, I think. But it's a much tougher road to get there. So this is the cleaner pick, I agree. But I'm going to start with a power level pick and see where we go. Where we go is to Medium Town. The only white card is a Delver's Torch. The only green card is a Bull Strength. So this is not a great pack to follow up with Moondancer. So we're going to pretend like we don't have that. What do we take here if we don't have? If this is pack one, pick one. Fire Giant Duke is maybe okay. Like this is just another one where it's like, well, it's rare, but it's not bonkers. Torch is fine, but I don't like to take it this early. Like I get behind Torch because they come late. You get to slide it in and be like, yeah, sure, I'll throw one of these in. It's probably Red Dude is fine enough, or Fangblade. Like I'm looking at Map is called, I guess Map could work with I was saying ignore this, but Moondancer, a green-white deck could make decent use of a Map. But I'm kind of with JC. Fine enough. Take the Red Dude. We only passed one red card. It was probably the second pick, though. It might have been the right pick for us, but I guess I'll take it over. Is it fine enough, though? I almost rather have, like, twos are so important. I just want to pick up these twos. Yeah, it's good enough. I should take it. It's not wildly impressive, though, and it doesn't match where we started. But let's figure out where we're going to end up here. Try to find a way through. We got Horde Robber. Spoils, though. I'm willing to take Spoils here and see if we can't bank back towards the Dancing Moon. And what else is there? Horde Robber, where we're not close to it yet. I mean, I guess we could try to be red-black, but I'm in for the removal. Yeah, Cave, you're right, D. I should have talked about Cave as an option. I still think removal... I kind of glossed over it. I think at the very least I should have considered it. Maybe it's correct, but yeah, getting removal is just always good. And I think this being passed is more signally than this being passed. Because they end up being hard to activate. Like if you can get to the point in the game where you're activating this, great. But they are hard to activate. But man, that is a powerful thing. A spell on a land, effectively. So now we've got a Portable Hole for some low-end removal. Planar Ally for one of my favorite white cards. If you can get it going, it's super sweet. Ranger's Hawk, I like if I have the torches. What else is there going on here? Georgie? Should you just take Georgie? Big George would be all right. Yeah, that's what happens a lot, right? Like they're valuable, JC, but it's like if the game doesn't go long, you don't use them. But if they do go long, they're very effective. So I have used manlands in games, but they're tougher to pull off. Yeah, I guess I can't really justify a planar ally at 5 when there's a George at 6, and we might be doing the life gain thing. And I say might because we could take Spoils, George, and then find ourselves in ramp Gruul here. Like we still don't need to marry our first pick, but I think George is correct. Here's a planar ally we could grab, but now again I'm saying what's better, a planar ally or a ranger? If I'm going to spend 5 mana in green white, I'd rather play the ranger. We could also justify the Peggy here at 4, or even the Moon Druid. The switch to green black for like the Drider, or are you just seeing you thinking you're seeing black go by? I'm just not like we could potentially switch to green anything. I just don't know why you're naming black per se. So with green and George's though, we could also make that call for the map again. I think I'm just going to take the Ranger though. No, maybe the Peggy. It sure feels like we're at least green. So like I feel like Peggy here is narrowly better than Ranger for curve purposes, but Ranger is the more powerful card, and for 1 mana more, you get two full cards for 5 mana. When I say full cards, I mean that a 2/2 green wolf creature token is a real card, and a 4/1 reach is a real card. JC likes the Druid. I do too. I just don't think it's. I think these go. I think we're more likely to wheel these than these. I'm going to take the 5. That's my gut. My gut speaking. Fireball here for some removal if we want to lean towards the red. But we have a champ here. We even have you hear something on the watch. With a good white removal spell and a good white 2-drop, I think we should start to try and lock in on the Moon Dancer direction. If that, what do you like better here, the watch or the champ? Removal or the much needed 2 slot? I think, this is really tight. I really want both of these. Raptor and TD like the watch. Kruzica likes the PogChamp here. I got watch highlighted. I'm going to kind of narrowly lean toward, chat slightly leaning watch. Let's do it. Well, we could take a Drider in case we end up that direction. I really don't like the mace. If I'm going to play a white equipment like this, I really do want the torch and not the mace. Although equipment itself is important enough to consider. We can take Cursed Idol and potentially main deck it. The treasure. My problem with, if you're not smashing it or lifting it, Stealing Eyes is not quite a card. Yeah, I just don't love the Drider that much. I think it's kind of appropriate that we've seen a couple, and that they're, this is about where I start to be like, okay, fine, I'll take this here. And we could. I guess it's probably the best card unless we want to also dip a toe towards blue, but I really don't. I'm going to take the Idol. Try to carve out our lane here. Although it looks like we're maybe not in the right one. So maybe I need to rethink here. Although there's not, like, what's the thing to rethink for here? Gloomstalker is in our colors and we could take it, and it's not... Oh, really? You like the mace? I feel like the torch outclasses it because it just, over time, if you're just trying to get in aggro, I suppose, but it's not a very aggro card. Yeah, this isn't good. This is playable. Manticore we could grab. Blah, blah, blah. I'll take the Cell Sword because I really don't like the Stalker. I think this is the best card here because Boots doesn't feel like the right card for this deck. Boots is a solid card, but I mean, maybe it would be okay in red-green. But we did get the Bull Strength back, and I'm going to take that over the Half-Elf Monk. But I'm still okay with a Half-Elf Monk in a white deck that's not... that's going a little big and long in white-green. So we'll take the strength though, because it does feel like we've we're at least green, and we're getting enough green that I don't know if it's open, but we're getting enough of it that I'm not super scared. Here, though, I like Hexblade still here is like, wow, I should have been black, I guess, which is what who the Drider fan. But I think Valor Singer is good enough, and we have a couple of red cards. So Valor Singer plus Sellsword and Duke are more likely to be a thing we go for than picking up a Hexblade here and finding ourselves in black. Well, if we get a late Mace, I'll consider it, but I certainly didn't like it there. I try not to play it, but if I were to take it and play it, it would be because I got it late. Yeah, we're not married to any of our other colors besides green, basically. Interesting spot here. Earth Cult for the continued red, another 6-drop. We could look out. If I got a bunch of 6s, I'd be willing to play those maps. Whisper is not really a signal. I don't think this card is very good. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Elemental. Stalker. I tried you for a while, even in my dungeon decks, and in the heavy venture decks, I would be willing to play it. But it's pretty underwhelming if you're not aggressively venturing. Null Camp, Combat Trick. We'd much rather have Bull's Strengths if we're picking up combat tricks. And it is starting to look like the white is fading, though, and Gruul is appearing. I'll just take a Windfall. With these big reds, or with these big 6s, I could see playing a Windfall. Longbow, short prospects. Maybe I should actually take in the guard approach, because whoever's playing blue would actually play that, whereas nobody's really playing the longbow, so I should have just taken a playable. Hey, look, gang, we got rewarded with a rare in our colors. No, we didn't. That is not a reward for anything in this limited format. Magic Missile, however, is a reason to move closer to just saying we are a red-green deck. So I'm going to actually cut the white now. We only had 2 white cards. One of them was our first pick, and we didn't even get much life gain, so it's not like we really hooked this thing up. So let's see about some... we do need 2s. We do need 2s, but I cannot... I don't have the discipline to decide that 2s are so important that we pass a Magic Missile. But the 2-drop is on point in terms of your comment, and we'll keep an eye on that. Well, Owl or Missile? I'm still in for Missile. This is a crazy good removal spell, and it goes to face. Let's take it. Hopefully we'll get another shot at an Owlbear, because that's rocking for the 5 slot. Can I go back and get that weaponry instead of the Moon Dancer? Oh, hindsight. I still liked going for power there. If we had gotten the sweet green-white hookup from there, we'd feel like the best. Let's see. We're getting passed by... Wait, is Tron passing to us? Yeah, so Tron's passing to us now, so we were passing to Tron in pack 1. Georgie. Porgy. Get in our deck. Dawnbringer Cleric, not the 2 I'm looking for. We're not white anyway, Ryan. We're not white. You got to find red and green cards, remember? You're not playing that Moon Dancer anymore, Ryan. Gobos is cool too, but... actually, we do have a double... 6s already, but I kind of want to take another Georgie and then try to find some more reliable treasure and ramping. Yeah. But I'm going to take George again. Hey, there's a 2. Can we take that 2? Everybody in for this 2? Here's a 2. Fastest pick of the draft. Narrowly over Gabos, yeah. I mean, do you like that? Would you have gone Gabos? I do want a Gabos, but I'll take, like, I'd rather, like, do this, you know? If you're not stealing this, attacking me with it, and sacrificing it, you're probably losing to it. Or removing it, you know. Kill it or die. Although you play against other green decks, and they can, if it goes late, often there's enough of a board stall that you can't just attack in with it. Ooh, Zenith Flare or Lurrus? I say Lurrus for the funsies. They're both powerful. Why not do the less usual thing? All right, this is a nice spot for us. I'm going to definitely take the Ogre here with our high-end plans. Wouldn't mind a Plundar, of course. But we also have a way to... We can run this if we want and have some... I don't really want to, though, to be honest. Still, Hoarding Ogre, I think, fits into what we're doing a little better than Plundar right now, so we're going to start on Ogre. Yeah, it was a close one. Gabos is a card that's risen a lot in my estimation. Man, that's one where I love to hit that that high roll and get that double. Double Gabos tokens is twice as good as one. I did the math. I was okay on this and fell far, but there's not much else here unless we want to gack something, which we could. I mean, you can take Dryad. I don't love this card, but with, again, going for a high end, you can do worse. It's not like the 2-drop you want, but it can also come down on 1, and the fact that it blocks, you know, you can block that stupid 1/3 Treasure Maker, the Horde Robber, and sack, you know. Yeah, I'll take it because I've fallen so far on this. Some of you heard it before, but like the thing that I came around on was that this doesn't have cycling 2 because it's cycling 2, but you have to use that card immediately, and that's a lot worse than cycling 2. I'm hoping we don't play the Dryad, but yeah, we could cut the Watch. That's true. Yeah, I kind of like that. Might even splash it. Nah, we're not going to splash it. We got good removal. Yeah, I don't like this card. Let's take the best card in the pack. Good call. Cut the Watch. Hate drafting extraordinaire. Shepherd is okay. Blessed Cleric gets an aura. What do we have for that? I don't think we have anything yet. Or it's just enchantment, but we don't have anything on that front anyway. So let's take the Shep. Again, now we're also not white. Ryan! Goldfish Brain. Boy, I get locked in my brain on early colors and have trouble upending my path that my brain is on. In one match, 3 crits with Gabos. Did you do anything to augment? Did you have double die? Or what do they call it? Advantage? Did you have advantage, or was it nats? Just like suck it, Oppo. 320s. Look at it. You happen on a Glade versus another opportunity to Dryad versus a Javelineer. I think of Javelineer as a red-black card more so than a red-green card. But I think we can take this. Yeah. A little chunky. Hey, buddy. We got the right lane, gang, or a lane. This is so fantastic to see. We were talking about potentially, you know, there's debate over this versus whatever we took. Pick one. What is it? Magic Missile. I might agree with you, JC, if there was such a thing as a pretty good blue-red deck. Boots of Speed or cut tools from other decks, Pixie Guide could... I'm kidding. You know, I mean, again, like, we're just... Conventional wisdom is that the blue is bad, and it's borne out by statistics, but it is not borne out to the point that it is wildly unplayable. It's just you got to have great reasons. I like where we're headed, though. I'll take Boots here. Let's cut Air Elemental or Skellies. I think we cut Air Elemental. As much as it would be okay to recast George and get 3 more life, you really don't like bounce disrupting your, you know, making you repay 6 mana. So I'm going to cut it. Another, yeah, let's see. Let's take away the guard approach this time. Although, I suppose, like, the one blue player already has this card and isn't going to play 2. Thieves' Tools can be annoying against a green deck because part of its strategy is to gum up the ground so you can't get through, and Thieves' Tools can affect that. I think we just take Thieves' Tools. It's not amazing, but neither of these 2 cards, and I think this could break a stall that we kind of are trying to use to our advantage. And I'll take Contact here. And now there's no even real worse in cutting those blue cards, the hexproof blue card, because there's so many of them that have gone by. If there's a blue player who wants it, they have it. Oh, baby. So I like this a lot because I think we have a shot at wheeling this Demon Fang Knoll. It feels like we're the only green-red drafter. And so I'm thinking we want to try and wheel this, and we take the Jelly out of the rare slot. This just has too much value town to go for the 2 over, I think. But I'd take another Ogre, I'd take the Knoll, I'd take the Valor Singer, I would take a Rust Monster, and grudgingly I would potentially take and play one of these 2. So even if this is all that, if this is all that's left on the wheel, we might not have the open lane we were hoping for. I'm expecting one of these to make it back to us, and that would be fantastic. All right, here's another Magic Missile, but I'm going to look at our rare land. We can take the Den. We can also take Chaos Channeler, Hobgobbo. This is a take the pack moment for sure. We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spell playables plus a rare land. She don't use Jelly. Missile number 3, just missile. I was holding off on missile number 3 because we actually have that job kind of covered. But it might be the better, like, I'm also interested in the Channeler. I find that if I attack with a Channeler, that the game tends to end. I like the Manlands switch there, Jones. I know I've said Manlands once on stream today. I blame chat, who also said it, but I have tried to eliminate the gendering of that slang as well. We can eliminate gendered slang too. So Den is real good. Let's take the rare land this time. We're pretty good. We're very good on playables as well for this point in the draft. I'm gonna do it. I did it. Oh, that was hard because I wanted like all of those cards, but we did it. Taking the 2 here over the 5. Got my Flaming Lips tickets for next year. Oh, that's going to be a show. If you have like, check out some Flaming Lips music. Go to their Spotify. Look at their top handful of tracks. Check them out. If it sparks you at all, you got to go see the Flaming Lips live. They're one of my favorite live acts. It's just a concert-long party. Removal or 2-drop? Given the magic missiles and the spoils and the basilisks, we have we have some removal. I think we should take the 2, right? That's the discipline pick here. Like, my daughter's a medium fan of Flaming Lips as an album band, and she's a rabid fan of Flaming Lips concerts. Full strength. But if she was not a fan at all, she wouldn't be a fan of the, like, you gotta like the music on some level. Is this good enough to take, or are we cutting something? We have the one already. We'll take another one, sure. It's a good trick. It's kind of got 3 modes to it that I really like. I mean, besides, obviously, the +1, straight up just making a creature bigger, but also the 2 tricks of untap versus trample. Untap being great to ambush on defense, and trample for being great on the attack. So when you have this combat trick that plays both sides in a different way, I think that's great. Let's see. Bard for the 4-drop. Oh, sorry, yeah, I missed the Captain. Hi, Captain. I would have got there. Maybe I would have even taken Veteran over Bard, but we love to see Capo here. Smarmy Goblins. Oh, but there's Outlander number 2. Smarmy Goblins or Outlander? We're pretty thick at 2 right now. But I'm going to take another Outlander, especially because we have the 2 Bull Strengths. So if we can just get on board early and back up our aggression with Bull Strengths, we should be in good shape. Another Bull Strength, but I'm just going to take another Hobgoblin. This is great. I don't mind the Icicle here. You would? I'm like... if it were a worse 2-drop than the Captain, I'd be with you. But Captain is just a monster at 2. So I'm going to take one of the better 2-drops in the format at common. Here's our big wheel, and we did get a couple of the ones I was really hoping for back. We got the Rapier, which I'm a little down on. What about Rust Monster? We're not producing a ton of treasure. We do have the Unexpected Windfall we might do, but not a lot of other treasure going on. So this is another card I think of as kind of as a red-black card. We can take a Singer, though. Same mana cost, but a little more applicable to what we're up to in this deck, I believe. Yeah. And this was the one where we had Den and Missile, and so couple of great red cards taken out of this. There's at least 2 other red drafters. I don't know how many more, but at least 2, because 2 sweet red cards are missing out of this pack. We can do this. This is real. And this can be real pre-combat, right? Let me make sure it says what I think it does. Yeah, creatures you control as opposed to attacking creatures, right? So you can cast this main phase to set up your pack tactics, yeah. And we're going to take the Guild Thief as the most playable card. Classic format stuff. Cutting blue cards at the end. We lost to the Silver Raven deck last... Who did that? It was a really sweet Silver Raven deck that got us the last time we did a Gauntlet. This is probably the best card, though, so I'll take it. It doesn't do much in the format in terms of its ability, but it is still a bear. Let's get rid of that bow. And we got cuts to make. I like this. I think we might want to bring this back. Plummet. Not really main deckable. We've got Flyer Answer and Ranger at least, and just lots of removal. I mean, we didn't actually end up like with as much removal as I would have liked. I expect that those two other red drafters were snapping up our Dragon Fires. Is that what it's called in this set? What, you know what I mean? Whatever. 3 damage for 2 mana. We didn't see any of those. I bet they existed and just went to other decks. I'm going to cut this den here just so I see, just to remind myself of what our real cut count is. And if we check our creature count, we're at 19 creatures. So definitely want to shave down on some critter count. So probably we can let go the Earth Cult and just have a double George and the double 5s at the top end. Makes me even less interested in... oh yeah, sorry, there's an Herbalist in here. Get out of here! Nobody asked you to be in this deck. This is more of a whatever, and this can be a whatever, right? Like, so Ochre Jelly is all over the curve anyway. We could cut yeah, these are such great 2s. All this now, we got great 2s. Maybe we don't need Boots of Speed, although gosh, with this low down approach, maybe this would be really good. Oh, that's true. We did not wheel Targnar. Maybe we are in... we actually competed with somebody for green-red. It's also might have been cut for the reason we were cutting stuff that not in our colors, but I think we're not on Windfall. I don't think we need that. And you happen on a Glade. It's a 2-for-1. You know, you do go, and it's an instant. You know, you can hold it up. But I think it's not what you want to do on 3. And we got such an aggressive front end here. We should play into this. And now we're a cutaway. Which one without treasure? Sellsword? No, this is one of my least favorite cards here, but it's also at least a 4-drop. I was thinking of keeping it for curve reasons. But sure, we can cut that. I mean, because we can do multi things on 4, cast a 3 or double 2. If we have to recast it, just cast a 3 and leave a mana fallow, that's not the end of the world. I really like both bulls, actually. I think these 2 cards, having 2 is kind of perfect with all these 2-drops. I just feel like we're often going to go 2-drop, 3-drop, attack and bull strength, and then play another 2-drop. I think that's a sequence we're going to see here. I agree, Hat, and I would have been sad to run it, so I'm willing to cut it. The only reason I still had it there is the complete lack of 4s beyond the Ogre. And I'm never really casting Ochre Jelly on 4. Like, this is an odd mana card. Basically, this is trying to be a 5-drop, and if not that, a 7 or a 9. But kind of 5-drop is really the sweet spot. Just kind of a 2-for-1, 4/4 into 2/2 is fine. And I guess does it become a 1/1 after that? Yeah, so 4/4, 2/2, 1/1 is kind of your prime sequence for the jelly, I believe. But this looks good then. We'll put the den back in, ship it over. Oh. I don't even believe you until you've shown me the math, D. There is, though, a tool to eliminate... There is a button you can click to set how much the maximum duplication that you want. I don't know what authentic would be, though. Yeah, and like hat hasn't enabled, so there you go. Let's. Actually, I want this deck. I mean, it has nothing to do with anti-angel lands. It was just what I was feeling at the moment I named it. I should just call this mid-range. That's what this is. Oh, we got stuff to craft. Oh yeah, the rare and probably that. Oh, we had one of these, but we don't have. This is our first ochre jelly on the account. And I know Mama needs her Lotus. And I need land redemptions. No land redemptions. What have I got? I think we're going to go... Interesting split choice here. Double Magic Missile says we would really like some early red so that we can cast the Magic Missile pretty soon. But we're loaded with green 2s. We also have a Boots of Speed on 1 and 3 red creatures on 2. So I think we go 9 red sources, 8 green sources. That's where I'm at. Let's find some lands. Make that a thing. Here I'm going to go... I believe that the mountain and the forest are they're my two favorite of the Mirage spectrum. So I love the Mirage lands on Gruul days. We'll do that. Just for you, Tron. Freebie. And we're going to call the deck Tron Lands. Speaking of, Tron's up first. Let's see. Oh, I got to grab the opponent data. Yeah, I just talked about that, Kruzica. While we have technically more here, I'll take another quick look to address that again. We technically have more green 2s. So this leaps out at you as like, shouldn't you be a little more green than red? But really, we have a Boots of Speed on 1. We have 2 captains and a Demon Fang that we really would like to cast on 2 as well. But mainly, double Magic Missile on 3 is the thing. If we even had 1 Magic Missile, I might go back to a 9/8 forest. But 2 Magic Missile says I want to have a slight lead in red. Well, if Zalto's job is to make them have removal, good enough. But it's not amazing. It's good enough, but not amazing. Tron's impatient? Interesting. You sure that's not Rob? Rob? Do you multi-account on Twitch? All right. I've been attacked by it before. 40 card, best of 1. Challenging Tron. Oops, not that with that deck. With Tron lands. All right. Come on, Tron. Make it easy on me. Mulligan to 5, rollover, doing absolutely nothing, and let's boring TV my way to saving my hair right off the bat. Nice opener, we'll take it. Outlander on 2, Shepherd on 3, or Missile if needed, and we find the red, of course. Also, we need any land to get Shep. Shep a little underwhelming in the non-life gain deck, honestly, but not the worst. Now we got Outlander here, Shep for 3. Or Spoils, if we need to. Although, Underdark Spoils, great combo. Ah, Flying. Flying Zalto seems awesome. Oh, you're a little bit late there, Bugbear. I think I want to run this out in case we want to fire this off soon. But we can go Bugbear tapped and Death Toucher. And I'm going to go ahead and send in for the bounce block. See if Tron has the guts. I say guts as though it's a gut issue. See if Tron wants to block strategically. And now we could do something else. But again, I want to get this red going, and it's going to enter tapped anyway, and we do have a play we can make. And it sets up a spoils that's going to be lethal with anything, so I like this. And if they send the Stinger, I might trade. I mean... yeah, sometimes showing your opponents your deck build is fine, because now I got them all worried about bull strengths. Not that Tron wouldn't parse that could be a thing, regardless of having seen my deck. I haven't watched BSG in years since it was basically the big thing, but so I don't know I don't remember that quote, but. There's Tron having taken our magic missile. I say our magic missile. I just say we passed that one. We had a third magic missile we declined. And in fact, we took the den over it. What do we want to do here? We don't have 2 spells. This was our dearth of, we have no 4s. So we're never expecting to max our mana on 4, really. This can't attack yet anyway. Let's just drop the Shepherd and send in the Outlander. Oh, he went dark. Cool. Well, yeah, like I said, he's smart enough. Hi, Tron, watching on replays. I know you're capable of playing around tricks that you haven't seen specifically from my deck. Sure wish we had that Death Toucher. That's why Tron got rid of it. But we can just drop our big Duke here and should call this deck Dookie. Doom 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 doom. No attacks here. We're just gonna hold back. Make Tron have the hard removal for our Duke. So it's kind of like a guts-based leadership team on the old Galactica. Had the removal. Uh-oh. It's going to make it tougher on us. This 3/5 is a big deal. We can 2-for-1 ourselves to, like, missile it. It's not strong enough for you, JC? Once again, as is often the case, Duke does not untap. But we got him to use Power Word Kill. There's that Tools I was saying can be good against our intended deck clog. Or ground clog. Maybe the trick is to get Captain down and see if we can't get Tron to block the Captain with First Strike. We sure don't have attacks here, though. Unless we, yeah, especially since I've used the red, so we're just going to pass. Not looking good for the home team on this one, but we're not dead yet. Yeah, our green-white deck looking good. Might have to just pick off the Singer here and try to use Magic Missile to finish off the Ogre with an attack next turn. It's just that this is instant and this is not, so maybe I should take one more. And then we take one more hit from it, and then next turn we can cast both of these, and I can pick this off if we want. George would be nice here. Again, though, like, this is why I cut that Thieves' Tools. We're actually in trouble to the tools. Land, definitely not what we wanted. But maybe I should attack first. We don't have attacks, though. I think we just kind of lost this game. We got a little on the draw, fell a little behind, and red-black did its thing. Tron playing good cards and stuff. Not really fair. We could... If I sent the Shepherd... I guess I'll send the Shepherd. It gains some life and does have some application towards 2-for-1ing ourselves to manage the situation. Yeah, 2 removal spells, but not that takes care of what we need to take care of here. Does he have the guts? What is Ryan up to, he's saying? Ryan's up to desperation attempts to self 2-for-1 and not die. Tron, you're good. You're good. You're like 95% here. I don't know, maybe, but that's why it was a reasonable attack. Either he blocks and we get to do some stuff with our removal, or we get 2 damage in and at least gain a little life. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and just put 2 damage on the Ogre, and then we can use our removal to take out their 2 biggest. Yeah, they can. I can make them not re-equip, I suppose, but the other option, if we can put the 4/3 in front, and then Magic Missile gets Goblin, Goblin, Goblin. And then we can hunt the Singer on their turn. It does mean they would get a Tron. Tron. He would get a Venture. Yeah, it's either kill all goblins or get rid of this Ogre that is cramping our style. But I suppose what's really the problem is things that can get through. Like the thing with the goblins, the swarming goblins itself cannot Thieves' Tools in for damage. So we can at least chump this. You know, I can at least block with the Captain. So I actually don't think this is the priority. I think 3 powered creatures are the priority. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, Breeden, thanks. Ooh, he's still got pauses, so Tron sounds like Tron has Magic Arena is telling me Tron has instants, and I'm kind of, like I said, as long as we're calling shots here, Tron, the thing I didn't see at all in the draft, and I knew there were other red drafters, is the deal 3 instant. So I'm kind of afraid we're just going to get blown out by attempting to spoils the Singer and getting instant speed removal, killing the captain. But we are beyond choices here. We, in fact, I shouldn't. So we're beyond choices. We just have to do it. Cross our fingers. And draw us a George. Give us some time against Thieves' Tools on 1/1s. All right, I'm glad that happened. Obviously, I was ready for that to be GG right there. Ah, okay. There you go. Boots of Speed, not what we're looking for here, and I can't even play it because we need to hold Bugbear, but it's like, this is not great, although if we attacked with it, we would make a token, right? We could just attack with the land and make a... we'll just say, we'll leave it for blocks. Slipping away. I couldn't, though. I even tried to, but it was unblockable. Yeah. And then I was like, I can't block the 1/1 because then it just dies. But yes, we had the same thought. You just went through the exact same mental cycle I did about 10 seconds later. Another magic missile would get us out of this, at least for the moment. Fangblade is not a... Even if... I'd still want a magic missile, please. Yeah. All right. That's too much land, Tron. You got me. I don't see how we win here. Let's see if what have I got? I got a block on a 4/3, and we still take 5. No, I have this to block, so I guess we're not dead. I will even play out the boots because I can still untap the Bugbear. There's an argument for like holding this in hand and to make make Tron worry about a card in hand, but it's very unlikely to get Tron to change any behavior. Whereas it could actually matter if we somehow, some way survive to untap here. And it doesn't really do much to put it on the captain either, but I got plenty of mana, so why not? The only reason not to would be like 4+ power specific removal, but this is red-black, it doesn't do that thing. No, I have the man land, remember? Again, there I said it. We have the creature land that can block something on the ground. Just going to 1. Oh, Venture? But aren't they... Oh, right, yeah, sorry, you're right. No, they're on this. This doesn't kill us yet, right? I understand how we're dead. I often don't understand how I'm dead until I'm dead, but play and find out. Well, there you go. That's why I was worried about that card.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, they venture twice, but then could that have gotten them to dealing 1 to my face? Now I forget the dungeon. I thought it would have gone make a goblin, deal combat damage, put a counter on something, right? You can try, yeah. If you get too excited, I ask that you have some baseball-style standards regarding no-nos. Nobody talks about no-hitters in the first inning. Good game, Tron. You back? Well played. No, that's cool. I just assume you're talking to your chat. No worries. I'd like to see that game with us on the play. Would change it a little bit, but I think you still had us there. Too much quality. Next up, dominate. And there was 2. What were the 2 ventures? Because there was the Fangblade. What was the other venture that was coming our way? I mean, I'm not going to give you an A+ on that, Tron. Huh. Ryan is attacking into me with a 2/3. I saw multiple magic missiles go around in the draft. Okay. Yeah, well, that's often what a 5-minute tank is, Meanthril. Sometimes it's, I started to tell you a story about my dog. What's one of the two, though? No, it's good. I'll give you a B for that read. How about a B? You just don't get an A+ for that read. It's still a good read. That's so, but and to make those good reads, if you're someone who it doesn't see that stuff coming like Tron did, you gotta, when something's fishy, when there's, when someone just attacks with an obvious good attack, it's much more mysterious. But when a thinking player attacks you with a small creature into big creature, you got to start asking yourself, why are they doing this? Run through the possible options, especially at lower rarities, and then ask yourself, all right, I've narrowed it down to this handful of cards that it could explain this attack. Which ones would change my behavior, right? Like, often you realize, oh, almost no matter which one of these it is, I should block. Or, oh, 2 of them are devastating if I block. One of them is no problem. Well, I'm not going to block because there's 2 devastating low rarity spells that could blow me out here. I mean, how do I win there? Like, basically, Tron, the key, like you could smell the missile coming. And here, I'll give you the A+ if you had also said, well, it could be missile, or what we did have, which was the green punch spell. What is it called? I don't remember card names, chat does. And like if you'd said, oh, it could be one or both of those, that would have been an A+ read. But the reason I did it is because we did have both. So it was like, okay, if he blocks here with one of the big boys, then we get the 2 creature, we get rid of creatures that can attack for 3, because I was basically your ogre could attack for 3 with the thieves tools, and your singer could attack for 3 with the thieves tools, and there was no way we could race 3 power with tools. So we needed on that turn to eliminate both 3 powered creatures that you could equip tools to, and we did. Yay! And then we lost. But plan worked, just wasn't good enough. So let's see, I'll just try this again straight, and then if we still have problems, maybe I'll relaunch or redo. And actually, like, I wasn't expecting you to block with a 4/3, and when you did, that's what created the situation of, oh, maybe we want to go 2 damage on the 4/3, ping, ping, ping on the 3 goblins, but that left you with a 3 power creature you could equip with tools. Nate's looking to beat me with ravens again. Well, Outlander has something to say about that at least, but usually this means that this is going to become like a 4/4 without that or something, you know. Interesting. You're late, Boots. You could have been here. You could be on the battlefield right now if you just show up on time, you dumb Boots. Looks like we've got a 2-spell turn next turn anyway. We go Death Toucher and Boots, and that's all good. I know, Boots of Speed overslept. They ran to get here, but they were still late. All right, well, with that draw, we'll go Boots Hobgoblin, and I'm going to send in... Well, if I send in the Outlander, the Raven can attack. They can block here, and the only reason to send here would be... Actually, I assume Nate is probably a he as well, but I'll stay they until I know. Anyway, if we attack, we tap our flyer blocker, and all we're doing is maybe getting in for 2. Like, frankly, if I were in Nate's spot, I would block with the Cleric here, because it's not that big a deal if we use removal on the Cleric. So let's just drop the Boots, drop the Captain, and then and hold here. Oh yeah, they are off land. So they could be. We're trying to pressure some Mana Screw here as well. Good call. But we can do that next turn because we can boot up the Outlander and then first strike the 3 and 3 power the Outlander. And with the 2 1/3s, they will be able to double block the Gobbo and get it. So not perfect there, but I'm still going to make that play and get our aggro on. And they could also triple block the Outlander, which would be another reasonable play. Really quite an interesting board. Like, I don't really have a great deal of respect for any of these cards as in the abstract, unless they have the right job. I'm not saying that Nate's not doing the right thing. Cleric's fine, but you really want to be doing this thing, right? So I'm just saying this is not a high priority in draft unless you're doing this thing. So I look here and seeing, oh, these are just okay. But now, like, wow, they are really doing a great job against what we have going. I guess I could, I've already paid extra, but I could play the Death Toucher and equip it and attack with it as well. That's somewhat interesting. And then to kill it, they need to double block, and they'd never do that. I'm going to do that. That's fine. Let's do this. Fancy, fancy. And we'll do some scrying. And we kind of want that for the Georges, but it means we do nothing next turn. I know, I get, like, this is all tough. That's why I'm saying it's a great board for Oppo. Maybe I'm misplaying it. I can grant you that that's possible. I am going to leave the forest, though, and hope that if this doesn't go well, that back-to-back Georges in a couple turn will make it go better. And yeah, so we traded a, you know, this was a better card, technically, but we traded a 2-drop for a 1-drop. Not the worst. Real problem is we got nothing to do on 5 at all. Like, nothing. Turn 6 looks pretty good, though, barring counter spells. And do we want to trade Underdark off for a Displacer Beast? Yeah, given George, I'm into trades here because we want to reduce the number of double blocks that Nate has. So if right now Nate has 3, 4, 5 power, that's only 1 power off from being able to trade expensively, but trade for the giant. Whereas if we clear off some of these creatures and then drop giants, they're more likely to not be able to have good blocks against. So could even send the captain if we're willing to trade off for a cleric. But I think we'll wait on the captain until it gets first strike through the giants. So right now I'm going to send Death Toucher, Offer, and move Boots, and pass. If we go, I don't want more land now, but if we do draw a 7th land, we can even haste up a 2nd George. Not the worst. And it is a 7th land, but not one that's going to help us haste up a George because it's going to enter tap next turn. We're going to play this now. I'm a little nervous about the 3 open mana. It seems venture-y, so, like doing some venture stuff, so this could absolutely get countered. But what the heck do you do besides try to cast your Georges? I mean, we can't play around that Dark Star. I just gotta salute the mana-screwed player making a great game of it and potentially winning if they have it, but I gotta try. I mean, what I guess I could wait till they played something? Yeah, they were also off land. I just, like, maybe you could make a case to make them tap out first. Yeah, you were already dark, but what I was saying is that that the mountain is my number 1 Mirage land, and the forest is my number 2. So whenever there's a Gruul deck, I love going with the Mirage route. Well, they could be talking to their chat. Could be you hear something, right? The cat could always be on fire. Oh, that's mean to cats. Maybe I should come up with a different emergency that's not so cruel to kitties. The give me a default emergency that we refer to as why an opponent has suddenly scooped or is not doing anything. Well, unfortunately, we found an 8th land. Fortunately, it can make for a hasty George. Kid threw up is good. All right, let's try it again. They didn't have bar last time. George of the jungle. Another oldie reference. We'll take this trade. A 1-for-1 for our 2-drops. Elgar feels me. I got the olds around here. Welcome, olds. You found your home on the internet. Ooh, almost the 20. And Sir Elgar, if you're young and are somehow watching George of the Jungle, what is wrong with you? There is much better content to be consuming. Oh, there was a remake? Okay, the remake, fair enough. Did they use the same song? Gotta use the song. Song's classic. Whoop! Nat 20. Is the hair safe? Can I relax a little bit? Maybe? George, you gonna get me there? No? That's pretty close, though. Nate crawling back, though. We could see a stabilization play here. It's not impossible. Absolutely. Mega salute to Nate. Whew.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Free the hair. Earbud time. I haven't updated my win-loss at all. Let's get that done. All right, next up, Breeden. I think unevitable is the opposite of inevitable. Great question, Darkstar. I think we have a command for that. This is an easy keep. Good game, Nate. We were impressed how you were playing from the back foot. It seemed like I had given your mana screw in my hand that I should have just been crushing you, and somehow I could not crush you. The Georges got there, but that was extremely well played on your part. No shame. Well done. There's my missing 2/2. We knew we were going to play somebody else red-green today. There it is. I was going to play Capo, but Outlander blocks this straight up, so let's just do that. Yeah, what is it? It was like, well, certainly it starts here. I know this works. So if you're looking to get in on the Gauntlet, it starts by joining the Discord and checking in with the mods there on it. Another Dragon's Fire. I told you. I knew those cards were missing in action. All right, now we're going to drop... Well, you know, I'm going to drop the Captain. I would trade Captain off here. At this point, I'm trying to make it to the 5 and the 6. Normally, I want to be aggressive with my Captain, but we're up against an opponent who is being very aggressive with us. And I feel if we can do what we need to do to get to turn 5 and 6, hopefully we can go over the top. That's true. I should read. Well, in this case, then, at least we crack back better, right? And I think if that's his whole 4th turn, that's not the worst for us either. Although, not finding land here, pretty bad for us. If we do the untap thing, it's not even it's not a win, it's a trade. So we're just going to attack and then play a Death Toucher and try to trade that way. Or maybe I just hunt now. That's what I should do. Let's kill it. English is very dumb. Yeah, no shame on D for, in not his native tongue, not coming up with the perfect word. Goodness. English is the worst. All right, now we have a Bull Strength that does something, so we'll make this offer. Well, actually, it's a trade again. That's, shoot, I screwed up. But we'll see. Maybe, okay. My screw up was so unusual, Breeden couldn't believe it and didn't buy it. I like it. Thanks, Breeden. Shh. Or maybe, oh, I didn't. No, it's got, oh, yeah, there was 2. I was like, I couldn't, suddenly I thought maybe it was a 3-mana activation. But, oh, he didn't have the green, so it was safe. Shut up. My hair is safe. I'm going to take a nap after this. I see 2 open mana. I assume this can be activated. Man, we're having trouble. Wait! 2 of them? Oh. Splash in the black, though, too. That's interesting. I wonder what the splash is about. I'm going to guess the Skeleton Enchantment. That's a card I would splash. A lot of the black is double black, and you wouldn't splash it. So I'm trying to just a little guess there. Singer. Send Captain. Trade off for either. That's fine. I'll make you trade. Here you go. What do you want? Wow, Breeden and I have like nearly identical decks. It's kind of funny. Now a 2/2 turning into a 4/4 is a nice spot. So we're gonna send in Death Toucher, and I can just send in Singer. That's actually a better attack, right? Let's send in Singer. It's more damage, and we still have the same Bull's Strength play if they go for blocks, and if they don't, we can just drop another Death Toucher. That's a new change, though. The dictionary finally gave up and said, fine. All you people misusing the word literally, we give up. That's what it means now. Congratulations, you've done it. Are you happy? That's my imitation of dictionary managers. And yeah, we're still gonna make him stop this Singer play. It still is a reasonable looking attack. Breeden, I'm sure, smells the Bull's strength, but make him have it. I mean, like, we still have good attacks, so let's do this. Let's work on that hat. Let's start misusing pedantic until it becomes slang. Gotta take the null first here. Nobody expects the second Bull's strength, but that, yeah, that's a great 2-for-1 for us. Well, that drives me nuts, D. Ugh. I tried to pronounce letters in the order they appear when appropriate in English. Well, we need some land now, and then we can match beef for beef. Or we can just hang back and expect to try to block with a Death Toucher. To that end, maybe I start attacking with a 3-power Death Toucher now. Wait, which... Wait, this one... Okay, making sure I'm doing the right one. I guess they trade with the Barbs, and I'm giving them an easy trade. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm being loosey-goosey. Take the trade, Breeden. It's a good one. Oh, you didn't? All right. I'll take that. I feel like if you have Barbs for Death Toucher in this spot, it's a good deal. Good offer. I feel the need for lands. Dang it. So now, actually, with the, let's see, if I put Boots of Speed on a Valor Singer, that's 3, plus 2 more is 4, 5, plus Bull's Strength is 7, 7. That's still a 2-for-1 against us for the George. So, I don't think I want to reoffer the trade that I'm now thinking it was a mistake. So I'm going to throw this on a Death Toucher so that we have a little, I don't know, I'm just spreading it around really. But there's nothing much to do this turn. We're really waiting on land now to get the rest of our hand unlocked. Axe. Anybody who says axe unironically... it makes me cringe, but I also recognize, like, it's culturally things like axe are associated with lack of intelligence. Like you didn't get good grammar learning, and while it's true that it might be a sign of a failure, it's very cultural. It's regional. Like you just might grow up around people pronouncing it that way, and I'm not going to move it to a Singer when I got Bull Strength, but maybe I should have. All right, that's a 5th land. If we draw another, we can George, or we at least get Zalto. Another land, we get Zalto Hasty. Zalto Hasty seems pretty cool. Zalto trampling as a 10-power trampler is pretty funny on this board. 12-power trampler. But sure, I'll move this to a Singer. Better blocker on the Shepherd, as somehow I was thinking this Boots were when I moved it to the Death Touch, I was thinking I was going to get a 2-3 Death Toucher, and obviously a 2-3 Death Toucher would be preferable to 3-3 Singer in this blocking situation, but that's not what the situation was. What a mirror. Like, how many of our cards overlap? I don't have a barbarian. I don't have a barbarian, a prowler, and I only have one of these. No dragon's fire. It's like I got bull strengths where my oppo got dragon fires. Yike! Don't have one of those either. We got different 6s on our team. There's that land. Really wish I could get rid of this Death Toucher and really make him work for the Duke, but the Death Toucher's got to trade at some point, and so I say play the Duke, haste it up, and then we follow with Georgie. Oh man, Tron, I hate you. Like, weren't you passing to us in pack 2? So like we were solidly in red and you moved into our color. Oh, I wish that Meteor Storm hadn't been opened. Oh, our deck would be so much better. Yeah, we could go Ranger, that's true. Maybe I'm overthinking it, and we can wait on this and try to clear the board away a little with this. Ranger blocks the dragon, so we could even send, yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's Ranger it and block. Good point. But we can haste up the wolf token and pile it on with Singer damage and send it in. Might as well do that. This will get a trade of some kind, but it's a fine one. Oh, you actually could have eaten it. What am I thinking? Like, I just gave it a free eat for George. I am off my game here, gang. Thanks for not leaving the stream. Thanks for not blocking Breeden. Breeden, I'm bringing you down to my level. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. Sorry. Mistakes happen. This game is hard. Magic Missile is going to bail us out, though. We get to take out the Death Toucher, which is going to set up for some much better turns coming up. Kind of makes me want to try to offer that again. You know, Missile needs 3. We could even send in with Bull's Strength and then Missile after. Interesting spot here. So Missile is 3, Bull's Strength. We have 6 mana. We could even equip Boots, Bull's Strength, and Missile. That seems like an attack waiting to happen. But maybe not with the Ranger. It stays back to square off against this dragon. You made a mistake, D. You ever played Magic before? Gosh, it's hard. I want to get you back on stream so we can see how perfectly Mr. Dionysus plays. Anyway, sorry, back to this. So now I'm trying to math out, if I don't want to attack the Ranger, what am I attacking with and why? The problem still remains George. I can, so if I pile onto a Valor Singer, if I 3, 4, 5, then we can Bull's Strength and trade. And with this stuff behind, I think I'm willing to 2-for-1 myself at this point. Losing the George to trick would be very bad. You mean for Oppo's defenses? Anyway, I think I'm going to do that. But, yeah, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. I think I'm over. I think I'm trying to get too far ahead of things. I'm going to Duke right now. Stay back with it. Put the boots on a Singer. No, I'm not bashing with Zalto yet. I like it next turn when I have a Magic Missile pre-combat. I don't know if that was the perfect play or anything, but that's what I'm going with. Certainly I've been off of perfect plays today, so bear with me. But check it out, gang. You don't get to tell me what to do with this week. Go ahead, 6-1 me. And now we can hook up the George even. Although I still like our Magic Missile Bull Strength play. I wonder if we have 5. Nah, we'd only have Bull Strength then. So I'm going to Missile. It's just sad that maybe I should put a very careful point of damage somewhere else. Like if we... I gotta kill this thing, though. I guess I just go to face. Let's just do it this way. I was thinking about it, but I really want to get this Death Toucher dead via missile and then do our thing. We can haste up Georgie next turn with no Death Toucher in sight and serious resources burned to not lose to this Duke, because now... You want to block this Duke? Unless this is something in hand, you can't do it with this. You got to use one of the big boys. Yeah, we could equip. I don't know. It depends on what else we're attacking with, if anything. And we're not attacking with anything else, so yeah, we'll equip it up. And yeah, if the dragon blocks, come on. Come on. One time. Dragon fire for the blowout? Go ahead. Do it to me, Breeden. I'm ready. I'm ready! Maybe the amount of trample on the Duke suggested attacking with everything, but we didn't know. I mean, we could have been blown out by Dragon's Fire or whatever, so I was trying to be more careful about it. I could just make him lose a life. And then... Yeah, let's go down Tomb. It's time for the Tomb. And also, you know, D was being a little harsh on Breeden for making a mistake. It's intense for a lot of people. There's pressure. I gotten used to this, and I got chat helping me. We got opponents who are playing, you know, have the bravery to put themselves on the line on stream against a streamer who's being backed by a team of viewers helping him beat, you know. So go easy on my oppos on Gauntlet Day who make a little mistake. We have all been there. Whoa, what's coming? This is exciting. Ah! At 1 life, what's going on here? Breeden, you're scaring me. Predictions chat? Looks like an X spell. What's the X spell? It's that deal 8 to... Yeah. Oh. What's going on? Breeden, what are you doing? You're just scaring me. I think Breeden's toying with me now because he's lost and like, well, I'm going to make Ryan sweat at the very least. Why are you playing this, Breeden? You better show me your legendary count. You gotta have a lot of legends to play Bard class. Orcus! One legend isn't worth it, Breeden, so explain yourself. That'd be so sweet if after all this, Breeden comes back to win this. But the Manland and the Georgie are quite relevant. Oh, going with that. I thought I was going to get swept. Interesting. Oh, true. Yep. still, I mean, how many do you think you need? Like, I mean, this is a, because it just doesn't even do that much for him. Yeah, I didn't really do the... Look, this wasn't my spell. I didn't have to think it through. But whenever anybody casts Orcus against me, I'm prepared to watch my board go away. That's all. Yeah, I know. I'm trying, Rob. That's slang that is so embedded in my magic brain, it's tough. I'm working on it, though. That's all we can do. Be aware and keep working on it. What's attacking me? Shepherd looking to get some life. Got it. We can just double block the 2/3s and eat. Short playables. Yeah, we were fighting over colors. It certainly dried up by the end. Yeah, Rob wasn't talking about me saying he about breeding. He was talking about my manlands comment, which I am trying to eliminate from my vocab. It's just it's a process. I'll get there. Bear with me. You do it too. I mean, I'm not saying that you do that specific thing. I'm saying if you do, you should do it too. It's not, I'm just, whether it's offensive, it's just unnecessary to gender things all the time. It's just unnecessary to gender things. It's just old slang because, hey, it's a land that's a creature. And you know what rhymes with land? It's just a rhyming thing. But, well, if your language is fundamentally gendered, well, that's just what it is. But in English, we don't have to gender things all the time, and it's just this constant thing where we gender things, and we tend to gender things in male's favor. And even if nobody's specifically offended, I'm not even saying there's a woman out there who's like, I am so offended that you are referring to those as manlands. But I believe there are women out there who are like, you know what? I am sick and tired of every slang that's being gendered. Can we just not gender everything, right? It's about the pattern of society, not specifically preventing offense at my use of that term. That's like one exception, I suppose. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Math Core is up next. Let's go. Oh yeah, we have a jelly. Good looking starter. Death Toucher into the punch. Both our colors. I like the Death Toucher here over the Captain because Death Toucher has a clean block on a 1/3 and make them use the mana to make it unblockable if they really want to get through. I think I'm also have previously established that Mathcore J is a he. Well, that's a nice pickup there, but that means we're just going to pivot to the spoils and kill this thing. Mike doing his level best to sabotage on chat's behalf. I mean, no. They're both equally good with spoils. Actually, I would say Death Touch is still better because no matter what happens to this toughness, the Death Touch still gets it. Actually, that's interesting. Now with the Magic Missile draw, well, we have two pieces of removal. We can use either one. This is instant speed, but I kind of want to get them while they're tapped out anyway. I think... I'm worried. I don't want to get hit by the Horde Robber, so I'm thinking of saving and going instant speed spoils work here, as opposed to taking magic missile action right now. Well, I'm gonna, let's see. Definitely no attacks. And yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking to play I'm gonna get this dead. And then if Jay has something for getting the robber through, I have to just tip the cap on that. At least they had to use removal on my Death Toucher. We got Jelly coming up on 5. And Captain or Hold Up Hunt here on 4. I think I like Captain. Although, nah, let's Hold Up Hunt. That's tough. Yeah, I'm going to Hold Up Hunt. And I should at least get to the block stage and then hunt from here. So if this does go wrong, we at least have blocked. That was the thought earlier when we wanted to do that against a 3 power, but it was unblockable. For Jelly. We'll jungle it up here. I like that. Well, they have a... yeah. This is a good attack because in order to kill Jelly, it requires a double that becomes a 2-for-1 if they don't have anything in hand. Let's send in and find out. And now we'll George it up. Jay's a little low on land here, stuck on 4. Let's see if he unlocks land and gets there. Hey, thanks for playing, Breeden. Good game. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. All right, George ended up being a 3-for-1 there. If we can't win from here, it's going to take some spectacular cards in play from Math. I suppose we could just draw terribly from here, and if Math drew perfect... I bet if Math was allowed to choose each of our... Like, if we drew nothing but lands and Math could stack the deck, he could get there. Treasure's gonna be a big help, it looks like, for Math, but we're gonna let that happen. Yeah, so show me the comeback. Again, my hair's safe. I can be in great spirits about seeing an incredible comeback from Mathcore J here if he can pull it off. We got our creature land here, though, that's gonna be effective. Ooh, let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we get to do it all. No captain, though. No need to play the land. Are we activating? Yeah, can't quite get to above. Like, this isn't a good attack. So this is a stabilization play from MathCore. We could see exactly what we're talking about. Because right now I don't have great attack. Oh, I do. I can Singer up the Jelly and then it's a good attack. Never mind. We still have, but note how close he's getting. And so now I got to ask myself, if I 5-power the Jelly, do we have attacks with everything else because he's got to deal with the Jelly? So assume Jelly gets chumped by the Robber, and then Elemental eats our creature land, and we get in for 3, losing our land, but getting J to 3. And then dropping Captain after that. I think that's worth it. Let's do that. Although, if I lose the Singer... Oh, Elemental can't eat the Singer, so that makes me feel better about attacking with it. And yeah, the extra Gobbo is quite relevant as well, so it's even more damage than I was saying. Okay, let's do it. I think giving up the land here is going to be worth this attack. Everybody's trying to figure out the correct math here, but you know what? Math is for blockers. Let's find out. I don't think it's lethal. Oh, the trample might make it lethal. That's a good point. We get to trample over for 2. Could just be straight lethal. Which is a fine result.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Yeah, math is for MathCore. Well played. Good game, Math. Your pronouns are he, right? I was saying he because I thought we'd established that, but I want to make sure so I don't go down a long-term path that is wrong. All right, Manthro, let's go. She likes it. Generally, I've been getting favorable comments these days, especially in Rockstar mode. I kind of have my buttoned up, you know, coder artist mode and ponytail mode, and then I've got fish show mode. I'm working on fish show mode right now. Even got a 2. This is a nice looking hand. Just need a little land, and then it's amazing. Yeah, you got, you had to work from behind there. All right, not only do we have something to block the Hawk right away, we have a Magic Missile that hopefully we can 2-for-1. We haven't gotten really a 2-for-1 out of Magic Missile yet. The creatures have been too big. And kind of have that spot here. But I'm going to send in, because if Meanthril chooses to block here, we can finally get our 2-for-1. Pew pew pew. I could drop the Singer and get through with the Outlander, but I'd rather get the Ogre on. But I also will threaten the attack. I've shown that I'm up to stuff on these bounce blocks, so there's a chance Meanthril doesn't call that bluff there. Hey, it's my pet deck. Well, it's the Pixie Guide's not really. If you can find the torch to throw on it, I'm down. Ramp could be relevant here. I wonder if Meanthril has something on 5 that's going to make this a little tougher for us. Singer making the Ogre a 4-power creature has me feeling like we're going to be in a pretty good spot next turn. And if they don't come up with something to dissuade an attack from the Outlander as well, we get to Hoarding Ogre as a 4/3 or 2 3/3s. All right. Finally, we get to do a little punishment for the use of the containment. We get to ramp out George a turn earlier and crash in for 2 here. We'll start there. George of the Jungle is gonna thump the chest here. Yeah, Ogre made it treasure. Well played, Mike. Did its job. Well, to be fair, I think Mantuca had open mana, and it taps the creature. Whether it's technically a bluff is an interesting semantics question. If it had Vigilance, I would be... If they're tapped out and it had Vigilance, then yes, it's truly a free attack. And now we get to sing the Outlander and hopefully start really pushing an advantage here. I like this play better than playing the Ranger because we get the Outlander attacking through, not just bouncing off. Yeah, we could have Rangered it, I suppose, and it still would have done the venturing. That's fair. Oh well. We're good. We'll keep that. Can't 2-spell next turn, but I like the second Outlander. A semantic pedantic. Color me shocked, Rob. Color me shocked. So, last turn, Mike was in favor of the Ranger instead of boosting up the Outlander. It's a much worse spot for the Outlander right now. So, but let's see. If we were to attack with it, what kind of easy kill? Yeah, they kind of had an easy kill. Right now, they need to deal with Georgie, though. That's pretty big game. We could Singer itself. Yeah, well, boost. This is what I'm trying to figure out. So, what I try to do in these spots is say, okay, let's say I did that. How would I block if I were Manthral? They're out of cards, so no tricks. We have a 3/3 and a 7/6 that must be stopped. So I'm chumping the 7/6 almost immediately with the 1/1. So then that leaves us with a 3/3, and they can block any number of double blocks. Eat this. For a 1/1, not eat. Eat means like 0 for 1. Any number of double blocks becomes a 1/1. Is that okay for us? Yes, because that's fewer chumps later for the giant. So we will. But anyway, that's how I work through that. And then we'll figure out after whether we're playing Ranger or Outlander. Could even make a case for sending the Singer as well. But it has a bounce block, so I won't do it. Mike says send Singer. I didn't like that they just had a bounce block on it. Although what I should... I got a creature, but I really just should have made a treasure, and then I could have done both of these. I am playing very suboptimally today, but my card quality is getting me there, and chat having my back is getting me there. Let's see. They are how close to dungeon completion? Not super close to completing a dungeon. But I think we probably want to take out the potential Death Toucher over the Untapper. That's what I'm going to do. And we're going to get extra wide here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Or like, we decide that I have to switch to that account. All right, Ryan, you're playing so badly today, you need to switch to your suboptimal account. So now, biggest... might be a restart issue. Oh yeah, there's some weirdness going on with 17 lands. Like, I don't know if it was me or them, but a lot of my data is looking real wonky on 17 lands right now. All right, again, checking out full attacks. Yeah, sure, we're taking full attacks here. Out of cards, Outlander behind, swing away. Let's make Singer not a bounce. Well, let's make Wolf not a eat, and then swing away. Now, everything here is a trade except the Goblin or a bounce, right? We're not... The only thing that can be eaten without is the Goblin token, and we don't care about that very much. Don't believe... We know there's not really a sweeper in white, so I'm going to roll out the Outlander. If there were a Wrath of God type Destroy All Creatures effect in this set, I would not play this out. But I don't think we're in danger of that, so I'm just going to go ahead and add to the board. They could, I don't know, splash and this thing and make 2 blockers or something. I don't know. All right. Toss it again, Sam.
My hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Orcus would have been a tall order for the white-blue deck there. All right, gang, I got you this week. Now you're playing for Pride. Kyle Thulu, let's keep it close, buddy. Yeah, it is, I kind of like showing where I used to be. You know, it's, remember the days. It is kind of funny that my stream archive is just this progression of a slow lengthening. Yeah, we're going to keep this. Ooh, pretty. What are we doing on 2? I don't even know yet. Somewhat depends on opponent. Hey, we got one of those. Another, wow, 3 red-green decks in 8 drafters. Well then. Given a 2-2, we're going to drop our 2-3. No missile capabilities, but we can sing. So I'm going to do this for now, and then next turn we have Strength Demon? Demon Fang. It's not a demon. What do you mean, Skull? Like, Kyle Thulu is not watching right now, if that's what you mean. I'm not sure if you're saying chat has the advantage because they can stream snipe me, or I have the advantage because I'm backed by an entire team of chat. I would say more the latter. Mainly because nobody around here has the discipline to actually steer me wrong during a during a decision-making point. Probably could see trading. Let's get rid of this Null Hunter before it gets way out of hand. We have a magic missile that if I had red, although we do have Bull's Strength next turn, I kind of like trading for the circle or a trick, and then using a trick of our own plus demon next turn to have some play against the hunter. Yeah, that's why I say trade for Moon Druid or Trick. And at this point, I believe the Singer has more value to us than the Outlander, despite the... So I'm going to do this. This is my plan. Draw out a Trick, take a trade. Send in our Valor Singer and drop a Demon Fang, and then try to be sneaky about our Bull's Strength. Well, just not super sneaky here, but we'll save our Duder. We do have Outlander plus Missile. I think we can... Well... Maybe I'll offer the Singer. Why do we have to kill the Null Hunter? Yeah, I'm more on kill Death Toucher. Just, I'm again like, I hate not getting, I always try to find, like, extra value out of the missile, but honestly, you just have to accept that often this is just 3 mana deal 3, and that's good enough. The bonus here is I go a little to the face. But yeah, I'm on Death Toucher over Null Hunter. We have a Giant. We don't want to trade our Giant for a 2-drop. Right on, Skulls. Hey, you can be here too. Join our Discord. Check in with the mods there. And you could be battling me some week. You could be the one on the other side. I got a little distracted there. I can't remember if I was supposed to attack, but I'll take this. All right, land gives us Georgie Boy. Do we want to threaten Pump here? What we threaten is a 4/4. That would just trade off for this, but we wouldn't have to pump. We would just be trading it there. But let's wait. Let's get George down, and then at least get... then we get Pack Tactics, and we can really do a better doubling job. I'm going to hold a turn again. All right, do we have attacks now? Probably not. Not great ones. All the more reason you should join the Gauntlet, Skull, because then if you're telling me you're going to tank it every week, the locks are safe. So join. All right. Yeah, the trouble with sniping is, like, if you do some unrealistic soul read, all of chat's going to be like, really? Really? You somehow knew that was what Ryan had? Come on. Yeah, we can activate pre. What does that get? And we can just activate after we attack, right? Yeah, we just activate after attack. All right. Where are we putting this? Let's put this on our doubler, I guess. Or maybe on the Outlander? Let's do Outlander. Spread out the love. Somewhat playing a little quickly and arbitrarily here in that way, but we are gonna... You haven't even seen the memes yet, man. Friend. There I am being gendered again. Try growing up in the 70s and 80s and changing your habits in your 40s, 30s and 40s. Not easy, but I'm working. Always working. Yeah, that's better than nothing. We'll keep that on top. Ring. Oh, Mama's hooked you up with the sub skull. You're ours forever now. Accept it. All right. Once I know gender, I like to pronoun appropriately. You haven't even seen the memes, man. Somebody pick your favorite meme. Free meme time. Let's show off memes to our new friend. Let's see. My favorite from this set is this one. Just because, again, grew up in the 70s and 80s, so this hits me right in the spot.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take?
Oh, man, we haven't sailed in forever. Let's find it. Oh, wait, I gotta do some ordering here. 2 2s, we'll put the Plundar first since it's a real thing. I can totally find it. It's gonna be down here in the old stuff. It should be near the bottom. In fact, I gotta start. Here's the OG. This is the one that started all of our memes.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
How about this is another favorite?
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal, light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance!
Interesting spot now. I can send in, we just trade off here, and then the Knolls get a little nerve-wracking. I think we're dropping Death Toucher. Oh man, Meteor's up here somewhere. Where is... Let's just alphabetize all of them. Here, I'll just... We're getting out-beefed! Out-beefed and outdrawn. Oh, the flood. Well, now you get the flood meme.
Oh, here comes the flood.
Oh, which one didn't work? Was it choppy or something? Well, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we'll do this for 7. Might have been worth it to wait for the 8. I mean, 1 more mana and we get the actual 8 to 4 to 2 to 1. All right, let me try Weird Science. Sometimes it just needs to reload almost like, oh, wait, you want me to try? So let's see if Weird Science if we give it a second chance, if it behaves.
Weird science.
And yeah, I should have waited. Like, we're in a stall and my hair's safe, so I'm playing a little loose. But I like waiting for that land, then making this an 8/8 that actually do it. Now let's see what else we were looking for. Oh, here, I found it. There we go. Kind of waiting for a stall breaker here. I'm not sure what we have in terms of a good stall breaker. All right, let's try again. Let's kick the tires on Meteor Golem. I wonder, I'm going to try, sorry, Kyle, I want to try something. I'm going to pick one that I haven't done. I'm going to do a stop start and then start. Like maybe I can, instead of play the whole thing choppy, play it choppy for like a nanosecond to tell it we're kicking the tires, and then it'll play well the whole way. Let's see.
Carry on my...
So there was a little nanosecond, and now let's see if it does the whole thing cleanly.
Carry on my wayward son.
Dropping this. I don't understand technology. Wasn't that the airplane one? Oh, no, I do. It's right here. Yeah.
Carry on my...
They're back to back.
Carry on my wayward son.
Whoa, this board just gets wider. Yeah, I was gonna actually getting back to Magic. How do we actually win this game? We need to find some removal, or we haven't even really seen You See a Pair of Goblins. We could get wide enough that You See a Pair of Goblins does it. Really want our other magic missile. We can take out a couple of creatures that way.
Archer. Archer.
Archer? Archer.
Hey,
Archer!
buddy. That's not bad. Just making sure we got the right kill targets. I mean, I called for it, and it still doesn't quite give us, like, great stuff. We could go Magic Missile, send in 7776, and say it's time to get real around here. Oh, I missed a lot of stuff. I'm working on it. Let's find this. I'm kind of moving up. Just hang on, and you'll mostly get it all here. Like, how about this one? Oh, actually, I think Kick All can.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
The other option is really Null Hunter. Null Hunter and Ranger, or Hobgoblin and Ranger.
We're not worthy! We're not
And now if I were to attack... Yeah, I'm going to say hold still. I'm having so much fun with memes, I'm getting distracted on trying to win a Magic game. Let me take a real look here. We can start offering the big fellas. Let's get this game over one way or another. I don't care. This is a favorite.
Warriors,
Sorry.
come out to play.
Oh, I'll find that one. Let's see. Right here.
Welcome to Miller Time. It's brewed here. It's yours and mine.
We right now have a 4/4 if I'd played this card a little tighter. Ooh, Bull's Strength makes me want to just do it. No look pass. Throw it! Math is for my opponent. Ooh, pretty good. So mana sprint treasure 3, targeting plus sprint treasure. So it's going to get to 10. So that's just going to be unfortunately dead. Nice play. Nice play. Oh, I thought we had Kyle, but I think he just blew us out there. Let's see what happens with the rest of this attack. But we kind of just have to let this happen. I mean, there's no... Like, I strength it in, it doesn't do anything. It still dies. So... Let's see, we need we did Meteor Shower. I did, actually, sorry, I'm going to reject. And then Squirrel. I do like the Squirrel one. Let's find that. Here it is.
Squirrel.
Right now I'm on Save Outlander. Yeah, we're on Save Outlander for sure. Unless we can win with the damage. Let's see. Yeah, I should look for lethal, Ryan. 3, 4, 5, 6 is not 7. Maybe it's still okay to get him to 1, but I'm going to go ahead and save the Outlander. Yeah, also the trample takes him to 2, so there was very little, you know, save the thing and take him to 2 instead of let it die and go to 1, yep. Oh, really? Did I miss lethal? Well, you see I'm pretty distracted, gang, so I'll forgive myself there. I'll celebrate and distract myself with more removal, more memes. I like this one. Yeah, trample on Death Toucher, another great great call, Rob. Who needs lines when you have width? Actually, I can just do it. Let's see. Either way, let's do it this way. Not the piggy. And of course, the hair toss for the Gauntlet win.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Yeah, that magic missile unlocked, and I even called, it was a called shot. I was like, what? I looked through my deck and was like, what do we really want to draw here? And I was like, oh, magic missile would be good. And then I drew it. All right. We're in blowout territory here, gang. Your anchor needs to step up and prevent the 6-1. Mantuca, are you ready? Oh, that would have been the, all right, you have the biggest. In the battle of big things, you found the biggest. Last game of the day, gang. We're gonna see how this gauntlet wraps up, and I'm gonna send you on your way. Thanks to everybody for playing. Missing on some green, but I'm greedy enough to keep this. We at least have a 2, and even if we draw another mountain, we have Ogre on 4, which should unlock the green. And Captain on 2 is good enough to keep here for me. Gives us 2 draws for a forest by turn 3. That seems reasonable. Tron, actually, I lost the opener and have won 5 straight since. There's our green. Infrequently punished as always. But the math is behind me being infrequently punished in spots like that. There's that same pesky cleric that's gonna eat our captain if we choose to offer it. And again, in a world where I'm trying to get my way to a lot of beef, I'm okay with this, but I can also just wait till we first strike it. So I'm going to be a little patient here and get this Shepherd down. Shepherd into Ogre into Ranger Jelly and just try to get wider and bigger than a black-white deck can be. Not much. We are, I don't know where, what's the last thing you remember, Skull? What year is it? What's your name? Follow my finger. All right, if we send in Ogre and Captain, we trade off Ogre for the Champ, and we can actually send everything. Hey, J2 Josh, welcome Raiders. You're coming in towards the end of our event today. This is the final game of a 7-game set against my viewers. And I'm setting up my play for this turn, which I think is attack with everything. I'm willing to lose the ogre here to advance our agenda and maybe get some treasure towards an extra big jelly early. But probably just going ranger this turn no matter what we roll on the ogre. That's the block I would have done. And next turn we get at least a 1, 2, 3, 6. We get a 6/6 jelly. That's nice. I'm jelly. Can't lie. Jelly of the jelly. Hello, friend. We could just do this, but, you know, 6/6 versus a 7/3. Another land doesn't actually do much for the jelly. 7/7 versus 6/6. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking through what I... Thanks for the reminder. I often think through my what I play should be and then just do it before thinking about attacks. Everything here... It's a good attack all around, so we swing away. We're going to trade off this ranger, but that's fine. We're going to apply pressure. I'd sign up for Jelly of the Month. Let's just duke it. Trample. Jelly might get bigger. Maybe we'll find a George to play on the next turn, and then eventually, you know, same basic. It's even more power, so we're putting more power to the board. Yep, wide for the win indeed. Classic. Duke doesn't untap. And now that this is just a trade, we're going to wait for a sec and go ahead and cash in for a 6/6. Nice one. Death Touch, helpful here. It's going to turn the jelly into a 3/3, but it's going to take the Fang Blade to do so. And we once again have good attacks all around, so we're swing in and then drop a Death Toucher. Trample for the extra damage, also nice on the jelly. Sandbag that land now that our X spell is out. Oh, finally a paladin that doesn't wreck face. This card has been doing so much work against me in offline games and stuff. It's just like, I just feel like I've seen a lot of go-wides just play this and I don't have an answer for it. Although it does stabilize here. So now we're looking for more action off the top. We're going to hold. Could use that spoils. Death touch pinging anything gets it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the old Vorpal Sorpal count. Gotta count how many lands they have and see if you lose the game if it goes unblocked. And we're getting a little floody here. Time for the flood meme.
Oh, here comes the flood.
Dispute for some extra gasoline over there from Mantuca. Nice. Love Mantuca's play here. Looked like we were just rolling and constant pressure might cause Mantuca to give in, but Mantuca has found a way here. So yeah, my dream draw now is a spoils for the Paladin. Containment to probably stop the Death Toucher. Then they are the ones with good attacks. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Not quite good enough to enable attacks into a 4/4, but maybe we can start to get wide enough. No, not this turn, but it is next time. That's what Darkstar is saying. So now we need instant speed removal to not die to the cleric attack. Everybody salute Mantuca for saving your embarrassment bacon, bringing it to 5-2 off of a Vorpal Sword win. What a great way to end the event today. I'm not even going to scoop. We're going to let Mantuca have the thrill of activating Vorpal Sorpal. But I will do the desperation attack. Kind of letting Mantuca know I know he's got it, or Mantuca's got it. And if you look at it in the right light, it's kind of a purple Vorpal Sorpal. Close, even. Elgar looking to go for the backup plan of, well, at least you were scared for a second. Well done, Mantuca. Beautiful. Golf clap.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Is this a dead man, Doctor?
Very dead, Mr. Spock.
Yeah, I didn't know the flavor of that card until Luis explained it on LR. That in D&D, the Vorpal Sword, if it's a headed creature, it just automatically beheads them. Like, his brain is gone. It's true, right? There you go. All right. Nice, Mantuca. That was awesome. Not only the Vorpal Sword finish, but the comeback to get there. I thought I had you on enough. I definitely thought I was advantaged in the mid game. I thought I was going to take it in that mid game, and it was well clawed back. So not only awesome finish in terms of the alt win con, but even to play to get to that point. Well done. Let's update the final standings, though. Those wins feel great. And way to pull it off as the anchor. Nice job. Tron with the thanks for keeping us from being completely humiliated this week. Not that there's really any humiliation in losing a game of Magic.
You're short, your belly button sticks out too far, and you're a terrible burden on your poor mother.
A meme-heavy, fun-heavy day, which is exactly what I needed. Thank you so much, chat, for being here for this. Thanks to my mods for pulling it off as usual, and to all the competitors for taking their time to make this event a thing. Fun as always, and I'm going to have a great, relaxing weekend. I hope you do too. A reminder, next week is going to be a short streaming week for me. We're going to do a 4-day stream. Thank you for the sub bombs. Paying it forward from Mantuca, much appreciated. Look at that. Awesome. Man, you guys are so great. This is what we're doing before I leave. I mean, it was 6-1, right? You get to go shopping at 6-1? What do we want? Sleeves? Avatars? Oh, right. 5. I was hoping for it. 5-2. Still shopping. So you don't get a big shopping. So how about some of these? These look cool. Some of these D&D sleeves. Let's look at those. I'm digging these more so than these. Mama's shopping. All right, Mama, your choice then. Let's take a look at what else is around, though. Maybe some daily deals are of interest. Nah, these are just styles we don't care about no more. Bundles? Jelly key. I was wiggling over it, but I didn't see it moving. Xanathar? All right. Thanks for being an awesome community. Love you all. I felt like some bling today. I'm not immune to bling, you know that. And too good a day not to say thanks for that. So again, awesome day. YouTube friends, will catch you at the next draft. Take care. Bye now.